Gwen, Chapel Hill.
And we're kind of including a lot of areas in that, but yeah.
Yeah,
Chapel
Research
Hill.
Triangle almost in that
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Greater Research Triangle. So we got here, we call it 12 hours early.
Yep.
We spent I would feel like a very solid 2 days here.
Maybe 3?
Yeah, two.
Okay.
And your old teammate, Amy Craig, her and Alistair gave us a fantastic tour of the area yesterday, so I want to do a big thank you to them. But what are you thinking? 2 days here, tell us what you're thinking.
You know what I'm thinking. I'm really pushing hard for North Carolina, and I think our favorite kind of town that we spent in this area was Carborough. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, right. I mean, literally right next door to Chapel Hill.
Yes. I'm really pushing for this area, but I think I'm more pushing for it because there's no winters, which I'm really excited about. I have an intuition that it'd be easier for my family to move here, and you think I'm making that up in my head. But I also just feel like it feels like a cool town. There's no like wow factor in terms of the scenery, but it's also not ugly by any means. It's not. I wouldn't call it ugly.
No.
But good food, I think. Just a lot of families out, which I found really exciting. A lot of like cool, and I think this was something that I'm struggled with this town is I don't think you'd ever be able to grasp this until you live there, but there's all these connectors in neighborhoods, between neighborhoods. So like every neighborhood kind of has like a backyard, either greenway or single track trail that you can walk to, then a park
to kind of
get to another neighborhood.
Yep.
That's something we couldn't really get a sense of, I think, in our trip. But what do you think?
I mean, you had a couple of really nice runs. We did, I think I did some really nice mountain bike rides. I think that there would be, the mountain biking was kind of like how it was in Minneapolis. Like it was present, but it wasn't. I would say
mountain biking was better here.
Well, there's more of it back in the Twin Cities.
You think? Where?
Well, if you just all around, but that was learned through many, many years of being there. So
I think there's a lot here. Like if you do those
if we were able to weave them together.
Yeah.
So no, I thought we had a really nice visit.
Yeah.
How are we gonna rank it?
Yeah, we gotta go through our handy dandy ranking. So mountain biking from the door.
3.
Really? See, I think it's a little bit better than that, but I'll give it that. I mean, I kind of agree. There's just you'd have to be really specific in where you live if you wanted it, but yes. I think you could get it.
You could get it, but you'd have to be very calculated.
Yeah. Yep. I think run from the door is totally fine. A 4?
I would say 4. Yep.
I think it's pretty easy to find. It might not be the most beautiful trail, but I think it's safe, easy to find, almost anywhere. Run year round. That's a 5. That I love. The schools.
I think it's a 4, yeah.
A 4, yeah. I mean, 4 or 5. They had some good outdoor schools that I researched here, and family feel. It's got to be a 5.
It had 5, yeah.
I mean, families everywhere. Yep. It was amazing.
I'm being objective. And
even though Stan wasn't here, I felt that pretty hard, which I think is hard to find.
Yep.
Small town vibe.
3?
Yeah, I mean, it
there's when you go around, all of a sudden you run into what's creeping out of Raleigh Durham pretty quickly. Yeah. I would say, you
got some traffic a little bit here and there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, 3.
Yep.
And let's go with our bonus. Is it affordable? I'm going to say yes.
I mean, compared to the other places we're looking, yes.
I'm basing affordability off of Portland.
Yes, it's affordable.
And the view or wow factor? I'm
No.
going to say no.
Yeah.
I don't really know what we do with those bonus points because we don't give them anything. But so let's see, Pat. 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So, it ranked higher than Asheville, but
not quite as high as Bentonville.
Yeah, but we haven't done the Bentonville video. Yeah, we have. So anyway, that's our report. I think there's a lot of culture here. There's a lot of, as opposed to Bentonville, this place has a lot of options no matter what you want to do. You can do arts, you can do sports, you can, I just feel like there's a lot of options.
I mean, it's the benefit of being right next to and part of Raleigh and Durham.
And having the airport close, I think, is a big draw. That's something that's really nice. You don't have to drive 2 or 3 hours to the airport. That's another big, I think, positive to this.
Yep.
I mean, I could see myself here Could you see yourself here?
I couldn't.
Really?
I tried really hard.
Pat, we kept driving around everywhere here, and I would like point out like, oh, do you see that biker? Do you see that family of bikes? Do you see this? Do you see that? And
Gwen
Pat
was lobbying very hard.
I was lobbying very hard. I still will lobby very hard for this. I don't think we
Chapel Hill was beautiful, but I talk a lot about my energy and my vibes from places, and I just didn't collect the can I see myself here? You know, like
I hate to admit this, but like Pat is really good at picking out where we're going to live, but I want to control this and I want to make the decision, but I know that won't happen, so I think I'm fighting hard I want to have a say basically, and I feel like, yeah, this place I think ticked all the boxes, but you just didn't get a good vibe.
I didn't catch the energy.
Even though I was pointing out, we saw
a
black
lot.
bear,
No, we
right?
saw a lot. No, that was in Asheville.
Well,
yeah.
we saw a lot of deer. We saw a family of deer.
Yeah, we saw a lot of nature.
I thought it was wonderful. So anyway, that's our report from Chapel Hill.
Thank you. Upload that from the lounge.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
It's still going. It's flashing red.
No, it's done.